star have long been fixtures in the entertainment world, their names synonymous with glamour, success, and high-profile influence. Jay built his career as a renowned music producer, crafting chart-topping hits that defined an era of pop culture. His sharp business acumen and creative genius earned him both critical acclaim and financial prosperity. Meanwhile, Pamela carved her own path in the spotlight, leveraging her charisma and media savvy to become a beloved television personality. Together, they formed a power couple whose presence at red carpets, award shows, and charity galas was always met with excitement and admiration. Their public image exuded elegance, love, and mutual support, until a recent event shattered that illusion. The couple's wedding had been one of the most anticipated events of the year, with fans and media outlets eagerly speculating about every detail. From the extravagant venue to the guest list filled with A-list celebrities, it seemed like a fairy tale come true. However, amid the grandeur, a glaring absence sent shockwaves through the industry. Pamela's father did not walk her down the aisle. The moment should have been one of emotional significance, a deeply personal tradition for many brides, yet it was notably missing from the ceremony. Instead of a heartfelt exchange between father and daughter, there was silence. A void that raised questions and sparked immediate speculation. What could have caused such a painful omission? Was it a last-minute disagreement, a long-standing estrangement, or something even more complicated? As the newlyweds smiled for photographs and exchanged vows, whispers spread across social media and news outlets, leaving fans and critics alike wondering what had truly transpired behind the scenes. For many brides, walking down the aisle is more than just a ceremonial gesture. It is a symbolic rite of passage, representing love, guidance, and familial support. Traditionally, the father plays a pivotal role in this moment, symbolically giving away his daughter as a sign of blessing and transition into married life. It is a deeply emotional experience, often accompanied by tears, quiet words of encouragement, and a final paternal embrace before the bride officially becomes a wife. This ritual has endured for generations, ingrained in weddings across cultures and backgrounds, making its absence all the more noticeable when it does not occur. In Pamela's case, the empty space beside her, as she walked toward Jay, carried an unspoken weight, a visible gap that spoke volumes about the complexities of her relationship with her father. Given the magnitude of the event and the intense media scrutiny surrounding the couple, the absence of Pamela's father immediately drew attention. Paparazzi and wedding guests likely expected the traditional procession, only to be met with an unexpected deviation. While some may have speculated whether it was a conscious choice on Pamela's part, others questioned whether it was an unforeseen circumstance, an illness, a last-minute emergency, or perhaps a personal conflict too painful to reconcile. In a high-profile wedding where every detail was meticulously planned, the absence of such a significant figure suggested deeper issues beneath the surface. Fans who followed Pamela's career closely might have recalled past interviews or public statements regarding her family, searching for clues that could explain the situation. Had there been hints of tension in previous years? Was this a sudden rift, or had the distance between them been growing for some time? With no official explanation forthcoming, the unanswered questions only fueled further curiosity, setting the stage for the rumors and speculation that would soon follow. As news of Pamela's father's absence spread, speculation ran rampant across social media platforms and celebrity gossip outlets. Fans and journalists alike dissected every possible angle, eager to uncover the truth behind the missing patriarch. Some theorized that a private family dispute had escalated beyond reconciliation, preventing him from participating in the ceremony. Others suggested that health complications or an unexpected emergency had kept him away, though no official statement confirmed either scenario. Tabloid headlines ranged from dramatic proclamations of a fractured relationship to more optimistic takes, suggesting a potential future reconciliation. On Twitter and Instagram, hashtags related to the wedding trended alongside inquiries about the whereabouts of Pamela's father, with comment sections flooded with theories, well wishes, and inevitably harsh judgments. Among those closest to the couple, reactions varied. Friends of the stars, bound by loyalty and discretion, remained tight-lipped, offering only vague reassurances that everything was fine. Some colleagues in the entertainment industry, however, were less reserved. Anonymous sources hinted at long-standing tensions, suggesting that the absence was not entirely unexpected, but rather the culmination of unresolved conflicts. Meanwhile, Pamela's fans expressed concern for her emotional well-being, flooding her social media pages with messages of support and encouragement. Despite the speculation, neither Jade nor Pamela publicly addressed the matter, choosing instead to focus on celebrating their union while allowing the media frenzy to unfold around them. Yet, as the days passed, the unanswered question lingered, prompting deeper discussions about family dynamics, expectations, and the pressures of navigating personal struggles under the relentless glare of the spotlight. Long before the wedding day, murmurs of discord within Pamela's family had surfaced in fleeting moments, subtle shifts in tone during interviews, carefully worded responses to probing questions, and occasional silences where one might expect enthusiasm. Though she rarely delved into intimate details about her personal life, there were instances where Pamela's guardedness hinted at underlying tensions. In past interviews, she spoke fondly of her mother, describing her as a pillar of strength and wisdom, but references to her father were sparse, often devoid of the warmth typically reserved for parental relationships. When pressed about family traditions or childhood memories, she occasionally steered conversations elsewhere, a practiced deflection that left little room for further inquiry. There were also reports, never officially confirmed, of disagreements over career choices, lifestyle differences, or unresolved past grievances that had driven a wedge between them. Some speculated that the pressure of fame played a role, with Pamela's meteoric rise creating a chasm between her world and that of her family. Others whispered of disputes over financial matters or conflicting values, factors that often strain even the strongest familial bonds. Whatever the cause, the distance appeared to widen over time, culminating in the silent, unspoken reality that played out on her wedding day. For Pamela, the absence of her father was not merely a logistical oversight, it was the culmination of years of unaddressed wounds, a final acknowledgement that some bridges had been burned beyond repair. Whether she had accepted this reality or still grappled with the pain remained unknown, but the symbolism of that moment was impossible to ignore. Pamela's wedding day was meant to be a celebration of love, unity, and lifelong commitment, yet the absence of her father cast a shadow over what should have been one of the happiest moments of her life. Walking alone down the aisle, she faced not only the cameras and adoring guests, but also the weight of a complex personal history, one that could not be rewritten or ignored. The emotional toll of that moment must have been immense, a mixture of sadness, resilience, and perhaps even relief if the decision to exclude her father had been intentional. Whether she felt disappointment, closure, or a combination of both, the experience undoubtedly shaped her perception of the day, altering its meaning in ways only she could fully understand. Despite the challenges, Pamela has consistently demonstrated strength in navigating adversity, both personally and professionally. If this absence was the result of a long-standing rift, then she may have already processed much of the associated grief, drawing upon inner fortitude to carry her through. Alternatively, if the situation was more recent or unexpected, she may still be grappling with the emotions it stirred. Regardless, she now faces the task of moving forward, not only in her marriage but also in reconciling the past with the present. Whether she chooses to address the issue publicly or keep it private, the experience will inevitably leave a lasting imprint on her journey, shaping how she approaches relationships, family, and the evolving narrative of her life.